Okay, what's going on? You'll need your radical sheet out for this activity right here, okay? Solve the equation for x, that's what you're trying to figure out. You have a fraction power, okay? So I'll just kind of parenthesize that, we'll go. Okay, the operation's outside, you have to undo, so you got a plus 1, you're going to minus 1. Gives you 24, so you got 3. I didn't give you very much room to work here today, so I'm sorry about that. Now you got to divide by 3, okay? Okay, so we have x to the 3/5 power. After you divide, just come over here. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Now here's what you do if you have a fraction power, okay? You're going to actually parenthesize each side, and outside that parentheses, you're going to flip the fraction. 5 over 3, 5 over 3. Because here's what happens. If I have a 5 on top, 5 on bottom, those cancel, and now I have x by itself. Now I got to figure out what the heck 8 to the 5 over 3 power would be. Well, here's what I do first. I use my sheet, okay? And I figure out what the cubed root of 8 is. I look on the list, and it's 2, okay? But now I got to take the 2 to the 5th, which means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 32. So that is in my answer, okay? Not terribly hard, but I didn't give you much workspace, okay? So parenthesize the x with this power. You're going to have to divide by 2 before you worry about the power, okay? 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now get rid of the power by taking each side to flip the power. It's called the reciprocal. So 3 over 2, 3 over 2. So having a 2 on top and bottom cancel, and that's the same with the 3's. So again, to figure out what 4 to the 3 over 2 power is, I first look at my list. The square root of 4 is 2, okay? So that now becomes 2, and it's 2 to the 3rd. So that means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. That is my solution. Okay, so I divide by my 3. And that's 4. And now I take both sides to the power of our reciprocal, which should be 3 over 2. So remember, if I have that fraction, first I look at my radical sheet, because I don't want that there. So that's 2 to the 3rd, which means 2 times 2 times 2 again, which over here was 8, so it'll probably be 8 here. Okay, example 4. First you got a minus 4, okay? That's going to take you to 32. Then we have to divide by our 2, which takes us to x to the 4/3, okay? Then we get rid of our exponent, okay? But when we have that fraction, we're not going to make a radical, okay? We're just going to flip the power and figure out what the 4th root of 16 is, okay? Remember, not this sheet you're on. You got to go look at your 4s, okay? So that'd be 2. That's 2 to the 3rd again, so that's 8. I'm getting 8 an awful lot here, okay? It's not by design, it's just working out that way. Okay, we're going to go with 3 more here. Okay, you don't have a multiplier or anything you have to add or subtract here, you just go right to your 4/3, okay? So I get x. So let's look up what the cubed root of 27 is. That's 3. So 3 to the power of 4. I'm not going to get 8 here finally. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 81. Okay, next one. Okay, divide by your 4, and that's 9. So we got x to the 2/3 power. Then flip your power to 3 over 2. I look up what the square root of 9 is, which is 3, okay? 3 to the 3rd, okay? So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Okay, number sample 7, last one, okay? Okay, you'll have to divide by your 2 first, so that takes you to 8. Take both sides to the 4/3 power. So what's the cubed root of 8? That's 2. It's 2 then to the 4th power. 16. Okay. All right, that's all I have to say on that. Hope it made sense. Ask questions after I'm done teaching up front today.